Clock at 6.
Good set, good set, good set, good set.
Over Williams.
Oh, man, let me go to the basket.
And no good.
Man, 2K took control of that one, man. I couldn't even go to the basket.
And Paul George.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. What's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Hollywood Sports. What's good, everybody? What's good? If you are new to my channel, thank you. And welcome to Hollywood Sports. Guys, that's right. The Seattle Supersonics are back in the NBA, guys. If you are new to my channel, the Seattle Supersonics are back in the NBA. And Team Hollywood, let's get down to another video. Here we go. Yeah, man, we got to play these LA Clippers in LA. Now, we're playing at home. I thought we were playing in LA. That's even better. We're playing in Seattle. Let's go.
And David Aldridge reporting courtside. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how
the All-Star voting right there, man. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Nikola Jokic.
If the All-Star game
1,
were
2,
today,
and
he'd
3.
be starting.
And that's the way it should be. As dynamic as he's been this season,
all right, guys, let's go. We're at home, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it.
A great All-Star weekend
it'll be. Hey, man, our new center, John Henson, man, I'm loving it, man. This boy balling. This boy blocking shots, grabbing rebounds. Let's get it.
Well,
here we go.
Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's
let's go, Sean Kemp. Let's go, baby.
Down low.
Come on, Henson. Get the tip, baby. Get the tip.
We've got Schrempf. Kemp is out there with John Henson. Then it's Allen. And it's Payton in at the point.
That's all right. That's all right. Let's get back.
From deep, George.
Oh, they taking it already. Here we go, Kemp. Let's push it, baby.
Schrempf against Leonard.
We got set it up, set it up, set it up. Come on around, Ray. Take it, Ray. Take it, Ray. Ray. Take it, Ray. Ray. Oh, good job, Henson. I told y'all, man. Henson is my rebound machine, baby. He is my rebound machine.
Something this guy does so well.
Outside Leonard.
They're trying to protect the paint.
Oh, and he puts it off the glass. No. Wow. And Ibaka slams it.
Did y'all see Kemp put that off the backboard? But they got it back. Oh, and man, that's so lucky.
He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
I think a lot of people were surprised by that result because on paper, you didn't.
Back out, back out. Shoot it, Ray. Shoot it, Ray. Let's go. Let's go. Don't double team Sean Kemp like that with Ray standing out there.
MVP for this year or mid-season.
You know, we've gotten to a point now where
you want to work the user, right? Y'all want to work the user. That's all. That's all. Let's go. Good boy, Henson. Push it, baby. There's Kemp. There's Kemp. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, give me some. Oh, there he is. These guys ain't balling. Let's go, guys.
Play this time of year.
Did they realize they're in Seattle? Let's go.
Play out before I start focusing on that.
Things can change in a hurry, can't they? In a season,
yes, they can.
Stay with him. Stay with him. No, 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 no. They shooting threes. No, they don't want to shoot no threes in Seattle, baby. Let's go. Push it. Push it. There's Ray. Ray. There's Ray. Ray. Pull up, Ray. Boom. Let's go. Oh, in and out. In and out.
Just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. And George kicks to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Well, incredible improvement in Kawhi.
We got to hurry up before he heats up.
Came into the league.
We don't want Kawhi to heat up.
Spent in San Antonio.
Payton dishes to Schrempf. Pass to Kemp. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. The pass to Schrempf. Now here's Payton. Lock at 6.
Good set. Good set. Good set. Good set.
Over Williams.
Oh, man, let me go to the basket.
And no good.
Man, 2K took control of that one, man. I couldn't even go to the basket.
And Paul George.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it, this guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Boy, this guy has a knack for converting in the N1 situations. Lou Williams, sweet Lou.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
Looking at who's out there now for the Sonics. Wingate is checked in for Schrempf. Hawkins comes in for Allen, and McMillan subbed in for Payton.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
Wingate against Kennard. Pass to McMillan. To halt the run, Hawkins shot.
Good job, Hawkins. Good shot, baby. Person Hawkins can shoot that three too, man. He can shoot that three.
From distance, Hawkins pure on that one.
Well, Doris, in the past, some regarded Lou Williams as a lackluster defender. Didn't want to lift weights. You know, had kind of an interesting reputation. He bounced around the league, as we know, quite a bit. He's played for a lot of different teams.
Right. I mean, think about his early association with Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson. He's succeeded on his own terms, right? Both of them comfortable in their own skin, able to do some amazing things on the court.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA, just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Now here's Kemp. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here's McMillan. It's hauled in by Beverly. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. 3-point lead. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game.
They're trying to get inside. Come on, stay with him.
You know this. Nothing gets a crowd into the game more
Shoot it right there. Shoot it right there. There you go.
Free throws. That's one of the worst things
you can have those
on the road.
McMillan passes to Henson. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
Get back, guys. Get back.
Beverly wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers. Seattle trails by 3. Here's Kemp. And the rejection by Zubac. Passes it to Wingate.
Come around, come around, come on,
come on,
come on, come on.
18 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to McMillan. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Beverly.
Pass did not go where I wanted it.
Chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D
Wingate.
just enough to keep him.
Just let him shoot.
Well, the floater game has always been good for Sweet Lou. That shot is unblockable.
It's been all about Lou Williams for the LA Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated all the talent on this team.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder. Everybody wants to win, and there's no egos. Everybody has fun. We play together. We move the ball. We make sacrifices, and we enjoy getting stops.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays.
Yeah, not shooting good at all.
I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Sean Kemp is out there with John Henson. Then it's Wingate. Then there's Snow. And it's Hawkins in at the 2. They're the group for Seattle starting the second. And it's Seattle with the ball. After the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson, Snow can't hit. Zubac's with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Beverly kicks to Kennard. Offensive rebound. Seattle trails by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Hawkins passes to Snow. Puts one up from 19. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
He had a nice open look right there.
Timeout.
Kennard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
And the first time out of the game called for Seattle. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, tough environment. They were right there, but just missed some key shots.
You know what?
Shoot it, Ray.
Playing
Shoot it,
on
Ray.
the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat.
There we go, Ray. We need you, baby.
Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3 ball. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
To the left wing. Here's Payton. That shot off the mark. George with the defensive effort. Jackson passes to George. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Seattle trails by 8. And there's the pass to Snow. Out left to the wing. Releases. And the basket by Payton.
We got to stop shooting all these jumpers. We got to work inside the paint, too.
Just kind of setting the pace. Exceptional at breaking down the defense with his passing.
George finds Leonard. And a miss there on the triple. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
And Seattle making a change here. McMillan's checked in. And the Clippers with a change here too. Lou Williams is checked in for Jackson. And the free throw, no good. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you.
We're going to have to ride you, Ray. We're going to have to ride you, baby.
Of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did
so well. Just shook me right there, man.
Great play.
Well, almost effortless there from Kawhi Leonard. The reach and leaping ability. Look out.
There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. McMillan against George. McMillan can't make it work. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
George with the bucket.
You've got to be prepared on the catch to release quickly, and Paul George does that as well as anyone in the league.
Outside Kemp. Here's Payton. And another 3 for Seattle.
I'll tell you, he's having his way right now in the second period. Forget the first quarter. Let's get to work.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside, George. Outside, Leonard. Over Allen. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Leonard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Kawhi Leonard has been on display for Los Angeles. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside.
We're only down by 5.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their biggest deficit. And for the Clippers, the wing tandem of Kawhi Leonard and Paul George inviting historic comparisons.
We're just not playing good, man. It's that simple. We're just not playing good on offense or defense.
Johnson, 2 players who are both MVP caliber. Yes, yes, yes.
I didn't know your middle name was Cornelius.
Neither did I.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Okay. But for Shaq's money, you know, most importantly, this would be a big.
Yeah, see, we're shooting 38%. That's not good at all. Rebounds are okay. Assists are okay. We're just not shooting good.
It's not Cornelius.
That's the difference in the game. I mean, they out-rebounded us by 2, but we're shooting 38%. That's horrible. That's just terrible.
That's all for now.
That's
Say
terrible.
goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Seattle trails by 5. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Williams. Baca is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and it's Leonard in at the 3.
We need some good shots. Good shots.
Uses the glass to finish the lane. Kemp's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Sonics.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Is that on us?
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And they're determined to add to the lead.
That was a good block by Kip right there.
But with
off
big
the
time
glass.
D.
Get that crap out of here. Yeah.
Beverly's checked in. Clippers leading by 5. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Sean Kemp picks one up right there.
Patrick Beverly is the kind of competitor every team wants. Gets himself a trip to the free throw line.
The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw missing.
And we know Patrick Beverly is one of those guys you love having him on your team. But if you're an opponent, you absolutely despise this guy's toughness and the way he embraces the defensive end of the floor. Patrick Beverly has dug it out of the dirt and created a great career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Sonics. Wingate comes in for Schrempf, and Hawkins subbed in for Allen. Here is Hawkins. Pass to Payton. Over Beverly. Payton's shot is off.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Seattle trails by 6. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Come on, guys. Play some defense.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Stolen away and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And for a look
at how the
competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Look at the Lakers. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Man, and I think Seattle They're finally starting to click. It has been a rough road up until this point, but plenty of games left to make a run at the postseason.
Now, here's Zubac. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks to George from outside the arc. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, he cannot get anything to fall, but the teammates, boy, have they delivered.
Payton looking it over. Pass to Wingate. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle. 5 on the clock. Now Morris.
You can't buy a bucket.
Averages about 5 points a game. Here's Leonard. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Payton passes to Henson. Here is Wingate.
Let's go around to Hawkins. Shoot the 3, Hawkins. Shoot the 3, baby.
Hawkins on the wing. Sinks the 3-pointer. Hawkins has got his 2nd bucket.
Mercy can shoot that, baby. Him and Ray.
This is why you have
those are my 3-point shooters right there.
To shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather take? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple.
Good job, Henson. Push it.
It's a tough call.
Push the ball.
I mean, PG is more than capable.
Oh,
man.
come on, that's not the pass I wanted.
It's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. McMillan against Jackson.
Shoot it, Snow. Shoot it, baby.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Patterson, and that one drops. And the Clippers lead by 5.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Pass to Henson. Here is Schrempf. Patterson defending. Patterson against Schrempf.
You're not getting no movement.
The pass to Hawkins. The 3. And
there we go, Hawkins. Keep shooting, boy.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. 52 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Zubac finds Beverly. Offline with his 3. For Seattle, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. McMillan against Beverly. Here's Henson.
Good pick and roll. Good pick and roll.
No good.
You're not getting no fouls.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Kennard for 3.
You gonna get some rebounds or what?
Here's Patterson. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, you have to get something out of that possession, and thanks to Patterson's work on the glass, heads-up play to score that.
Hawkins passes to Snow. Here's Henson. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 4. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next.
We're still in it, guys. We're still in it. We're only down by 4. Come on, we got to play hard. We got to get some stops.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
How's that the assist of the game? That was so weak.
Tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. We've got Schrempf. McMillan is out there with Snow. Then it's John Henson. And it's Allen in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Now here's Williams. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
A different look for Seattle. Kemp comes in for John Henson, and it's Payton in for Snow. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Morris is checked in.
Well, Lou Williams has talked openly about the fact that because he's come off the bench most of his career, it has probably extended and lengthened that career. Interesting stuff.
Good on that shot. With that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Ray Allen. Kennard, the pass to Ibaka. Back to Kennard. Williams against Payton. Williams kicks to Kennard. From deep three-point range, Seattle grabs the miss.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
And how about Allen, able to control his body on these physical finishes. Terrific at keeping the balance as he's getting bumped by the defense.
Here is Williams. Ray Allen picking up that last basket. Now the feed to Leonard. Morris trying to free himself up.
Good job, Kawhi.
Gets it to go. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's Schrempf on the wing. Over Morris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
I hate how they make the user run all over the place.
Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
McMillan kicks to Payton.
Come on, Ray, where you at? Where you at?
To the paint. Here's Allen. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
We got to stay on Kawhi, guys.
Leonard.
Oh!
Again, the Clippers.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan, and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. John Henson's checked in for McMillan. Paul George is checked in for Los Angeles. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last break, I got a chance to hear what the Supersonics head coach said to his team. He told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Okay, David, thanks.
That 3, Ray.
Here's Kemp. And all around the rim.
Come on, 2K with the passing.
I love that plan. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Just a huge bucket there, and you're right. I mean, the key was finding the matchup where they have the clear size advantage and putting it to use.
And the ball travels out of bounds.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What a time for a turnover. Shows you just how key one play can be.
1:44 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Payton, and the layup is good. And now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Now, here is Schrempf.
Get the ball.
He dishes it to Payton. We've got 1:13 left to play in the final quarter.
Go up, Ray. Go up, Ray.
5 on the shot clock. Passes to Henson. Over Ibaka. And that one goes long. And so Ibaka will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 1-point game. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So it'll be Lou Williams shooting. It's going to be on Gary Payton. throw good, Lou Williams.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a two-possession game.
Now here's Payton. Allen surveying the D. Payton passes to Schrempf. Shoots over Leonard. It's good.
Good shot, Schrempf.
And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Come on, guys. We need to stop. We need to stop. Come on.
A player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Schrempf against Leonard. Money.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Seattle calls timeout. They're down by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Hit it right, hit it right, hit it right.
It's the Supersonics with the ball.
Oh, come on.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
At the line for the Clippers, Aldridge. Taking 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
To think that at one point after that horrific leg injury, Paul George, there was some doubt whether he could regain the level of play we're accustomed to. But this guy gets better and better.
And it's Seattle with the ball. Henson dishes to Schrempf. Over Williams. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Miss.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
It's Allen on the wing. Here's the 3. Connects from downtown.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the Clippers call time here. They're in front.
Guys, we need to steal. We need to steal.
Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. So it's the Clippers taking the win in a close one.
We didn't get it done, man. We couldn't get it done.
Their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, tremendous performance for you. How satisfying is it to control the game the way you did?
You know, it's very satisfying. And, you know, I just feel great that my guys have confidence in me out there, and they want me to keep being aggressive on the floor.
Well, they're smart, and they see which way that heads to. It leads to W's, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much.
All right, guys, all I can do is say thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys, man. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you'll be back for the next video. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, and I will see all of you guys, hopefully, on my next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching.